Bill Gleason died this weekend. I first met him in 1962. He gave me the first cigar I think I ever had when he was a big shot columnist at the Chicago American, and I was a copy boy. He was nice to the copy boys. He was nice to everybody. A genuine South Side Irishman to the bone. The piece that we've dug up here from the archive is Bill Gleason talking about Bill Veeck, one of his dear friends, with whom he spent many hours both as a friend and as a columnist. And I hope you enjoy it. I think it's from 1985. Okay. Enjoy.
Conversation with Bill Veeck is a rare experience because you always go away from it with your head hurting. Because Bill is so stimulating. Every subject he talks about, he makes you think. He can talk to you if you want to talk to him about bone marrow surgery, you want to talk to him about evolution, want to talk to him about Edgar Allan Poe, about Robinson Crusoe, about slavery. He knows. There are a lot of people I've met, particularly in the newspaper business, who have knowledge on all subjects, but it's very shallow. It's about ½ an inch thick. But Veeck knows everything. In addition to his intellectualism, he has the greatest beer drinking capacity of any man I've ever known. We sat around, we had dinner about 8 o'clock, and about 9:30, Bill and I sat down at this old-fashioned oak table, rough-hewn table, and Bill had a tapper, which in those days was a toy for any man who, as a kid, had an electric train, and the tapper was up behind his head, and for those of you who don't remember, this was your own portable beer tap. We sat there from 9:30 until 5 a.m., and I have something of a reputation on the South Side as a beer drinker, but along about 1:30, I started to go to the comfort station quite often. All night long, he went to the bathroom once, which defies medical science. When I'm with him, the one thing I do not want him to talk about is baseball, because I know a lot of guys in taverns who can talk about baseball, and some of them are even more interesting than Veeck on that subject. But I want Veeck to talk about the esoteric, or about the last novel he read, or the novel he's currently reading, because there's no subject in the world on which Bill Veeck doesn't have an opinion. He would have been one of the world's great salesmen because he has the knack of saying, "Tell me about you." And he really is. He's more interested in you. He's more interested in you than he is in having you hear about him or having you listen to him. I prefer to listen to him. I think most people who are around him do, because it's a life experience. It's something you remember forever. He loves anybody who can accomplish. Jazz musicians, that's another area that he and I have in common, because I love jazz. It's the only, to me, jazz and rock are American expressions of music that will live forever. I didn't give rock much of a chance when it broke in about 25 years ago, and I'm sure Veeck didn't either, but here it is. But jazz is the thing that Veeck, I know, loves about jazz, and I haven't talked to him about this, but any jazz buff understands it, is the freedom of expression and the ad-libbing. And you think about it, so many jazz musicians, and great symphony musicians too, are baseball fans. And a lot of people don't understand that, but it's the same thing. Jazz, not symphony, which is structured, but the jazz musician is just very much like the second baseman who ad-libs a play, and the guy, and Veeck is carried away by this kind of thing.
There's a structure, but it's all extemporaneous to the situation.
Yes.
It's a good point, yeah.
May I leave you?
Yeah.